A number of years ago, I made a video on this, which is a voltmeter that plugs in, has a blue LED backlit display from China for cheap, measures up to 200 something volts, I think, like that. It's available with a number of different plugs on it, and I've had it, and it's been working just fine. So I decided that I was going to get a second one. Correction, that's actually a third one, because neither of these are the original one, which is tucked away in the garage. So let's test them out quick, because I have plans. 122. This one. 122. Beautiful. Well, that's all fine and good. Oh, look. There are screws. Tasty tidbits. Hopefully. Let's take a look. I have plans. Well, let's go ahead and open this guy up. We know it works. So that already is half the battle. Don't know how long these screws are. Pretty long. Of course, you're wondering at this point why I'm opening this brand new item up. Like I said, I have plans. I don't know if they're going to work out exactly as I had hoped, based on the small size of the case. I'd say probably not, but, you know, we'll figure something out somewhere. Hopefully. I mean, there is always Plan L that I can go to if need be. I'd rather not, because it's kind of ghetto. Like, really ghetto. Okay, screws. Oh. Oh my. That is juicy, juicy. That is juicy, juicy, juicy stuff. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That's great. Let me take a close look with a magnifier just to see if there's anything of any value to speak of inside. Not really. So that's all fine and good. Alright, so the plan is, if I close this back up for a second, I have been putting together an information panel in my office. Not going to divulge any of the details on that right now. It's not ready for prime time yet. I have more things to add. Next one is probably sometime in the summer, and the last one, if I ever do it, is I don't even know when. The area that I have to put this on is not going to support the full depth of this, including the prongs. The outlet that I have is on the left. So the wire needs to come out the left. So we're going to delete the prongs and solder the wires onto a new plug. And we'll see if I can modify this nicely to do that. It's probably, the cord is probably going to have to come out somewhere in the middle of this grippy area, which is okay, because there are columns, tunnels for the screws. I don't know what you call it. But yeah, we're going to just go ahead and take these wires off. And I wonder if I can just do oh yeah, there you go. Right on, man. That's easy. That was really easy. Okay, so the next step is to get a soldering iron and attempt to remove the prongs. They don't need to be removed, but like I said, I don't have the depth. So let's see if we can do that now. So although I'm not going to be using this for the actual soldering, I figure, never dragged this out, never made a video on this. This is an ancient Weller Expert soldering gun, 100 or 140 watts. I found this thrown out as a kid. Somebody threw it out. It was like on top of the garbage, and I put a new tip on it, maybe a new bulb, spring for a strain relief on the cord. Whoever owned this before had a lot of mishaps with the cord somewhere. I don't know where it was. Yeah. So there was a mishap over there and a couple of others, and yeah, it's in great shape. And bonus, suicide plug. Love that. This has not been fired in 10 years. A good 10, maybe 12. Cracked case. Black tape on it. That worked. Okay, bulb doesn't work. Let me see if it's... Oh, maybe it was loose. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it gets hot. Yeah. Problem is... Woo! Yeah! That's got some good stuff cooking. Problem is, I need a third person. So I'm going to mangle this probably pretty bad. I want to heat the prong until the plastic gets kind of molten-y. I don't know how much heat I'm transferring, or if this thing gets hot enough. There's something smoking. Maybe the solder on it. Okay, let's see if that did anything. Burn the towel, that's great. Loose. Yeah. Ah, perfect. It worked. Nice. I don't know how hot that is. I'll put it over here maybe. All right, well, second verse, same as the first. Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe just enough. No, don't think so. This one needs more. Yeah, it's going to need a little more. Oops. That could be vintage burning off of that. I don't know. Oh yeah, right out. No problem. No problem. So that's just going to stay. That's ventilation. So we'll go with that. And now what I'm going to do is solder a line cord onto that. Should I use? Maybe should I? I don't know. Well, give it a shot. It's out, right? I got to get my soldering iron burner plastic thingy anyway, so I ain't going to use that to solder. So maybe we will leave this out and try to use it and see how bad I can make it. All right, let me see if I can conjure up a line cord. I used to have a better collection of line cords. I don't know what happened to all of them. I think they're just buried. Found this. This goes to a set of rope lights that died. So it has its thing. Oh, there's an O-ring. I could steal that. But I think I'll leave it on there because they'll save the plug that I'll definitely never need, ever. Fuse plug. Hopefully it works. We'll find out. How long I need? Let's say after where it's kind of twisty. So I think that's exactly as much as I needed. Wow, that worked out. All right, so that piece will go back in the pile. Not splitting this yet because I need to make a hole in the case. Now, this is a tricky thing. It's going to come out the left side of the case, so that's this side here with the front back on it. I guess actually it could be flipped if I totally fuck it up, because it is symmetrical otherwise. But whatever. So that's all fine and good. I think there's a solder splash there, yes, from the old prong. So yeah, just for fun, while I'm waiting, if it's that way or that way, so it can go either way. That's good. But I'm going to just try to do it right. Probably not anywhere near hot enough. And like I said, we got to kind of go, I think I'm just going right for the middle-ish. And let me see. Ooh. I'll use the old piece here. Oh, just barely. Not quite there. Just needs a little more. Just a little bit. Okay, let's see what that does. It's not perfectly straight. I wouldn't expect it to be. Again, not quite. Damn. That's too bad. All right. Just trying to open this up a bit. Third time's the charm. I don't know if that's going to be the case this time. It is. Right on. Right on, man. Beautiful. All right. That works. I even did it on the correct side. So let's get the razor blade and see if we can knock that off. Still haven't fixed this knife. Like I said, it's not straight, but I'm not terribly concerned. See? Fell apart again. I'll fix it one of these years. Maybe a little more this way. Yeah, and some this way. I think that'll work. That looks good. Okay, good. And while I'm at it, let's see if we could just clean up the ventilation. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit. It's better. This one needs a little bit more. See if we could open that hole up a little bit. Yeah, it's, ventilation, like I said. That all worked. Okay, there's the case. Everything's good. Now, the actual wire. Yeah, it would be nice if I metered this to make sure it works, but there's a spare fuse, so we're just going to press on and make believe we didn't see that. Now, strain relief. There's no room to tie a knot because this cord is way too thick. I don't have a way too thinner one, so it is what it is. Hot glue to the rescue, and we're going to just put that much through. Can I just zip it here? No? Barely. Oh, it's putting up a fight. Jeez. It is putting up a fight, this one. Okay, that'll do. Strip. And strip. I'm not going to obey any sort of hot to neutral, neutral to hot, because the plug on this thing was non-polarized anyway. It's going to work either way. The case is plastic and it's not your house. So I think between all that, we have all of the bases covered. As far as this, can I strip these little dinky wires? Let's try there. No, that one's too big. I don't need that much. Wow, that's quality. That is quality wiring. It doesn't have to be thick. Now it's fuse protected. It's actually even better than new. So that's good. Let me get some heat shrink and all that great stuff, and we'll get soldering this up. This is slightly hokey. That looks good to me. All right, there's one side. Now we have to prepare the other. That looks good. And just do the sort of reverse twist kind of type deal. Wrap it around like that and make believe that's good. Stick it in there. Yeah, there you go. Take a... This one I can't see. But the heat shrink is in place, so I didn't fuck that up. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, yeah. I can get jiggy with that. Oh wait, we can't say that anymore. Heat shrink goes right up, right up, right up. That looks good to me. So we just got to keep it in the right place as we heat that. And for that, I will get my mini heat gun and do it. See, you've got to just get that in the right place. I think that'll work right there. Looks good to me. We're all done with that now. There's about 86 tools. You know, I was going to use the big Weller soldering gun, but I just didn't want the excess heat to melt the heat shrink before it's time. That was really the main thing. So everything is there and connected and good. As good as it's going to get. The heat shrink is, it'll pull off and short out. It's just fine. The case is going to come up, and we're going to go just like that. And I will have enough room, that's backwards, Pull back a little. Just enough to close it up. And that's what we're going to look at. That looks good to me. Only thing is, there's a big capacitor in the way. So that makes the strain relief for this have to happen here. So, time for the glue gun. So while waiting for the glue gun to heat up, I started putting some tools away, so that was good. And I guess we should test this now. Oh good, it works. So that was not for naught. I like that. And I don't think the glue gun is hot enough. I'm going to use my good old trusty AdTech today. And the strain relief is going to kind of consist of hope for the best. Just sort of glue these wires down over here in just a big, well, I don't even know if that's going to work, because I got to leave room for that capacitor. Just a little bit there and maybe a little bit more here. And I think if I do it before the glue dries, which means right now, I can close it up. Yes, it made a sandwich. Little tight, but that's all right. I think the screws ought to hold it. Get these most of the way in. There we go. Most of the way in. Good. Two more. All right. Coming together. Good. And good. Almost. Right there. Oh, one more. Okay. And that one. Got it. Right down there. Perfect. And there is the finished product. Prong delete. Wire coming out the side, the left side, just like I needed. It works. It's haunted when you plug it in. But there we go. Perfect. Still a little warm, so I kind of don't want to jostle the wire any. But yes, it comes out the left side. That will work just fine. And now I have a line voltage display to add to the arsenal. But I'll let that cook. Maybe here, so it'll blow up. While I have stuff out, we're going to fix two other things. The meter, which I could have used to test it. Did this repair a while ago, but it's getting not so good. So we're going to just freshen up that glue, shall we say. Try about like that. Just add a little more. I think that should do just fine. Oh, that one's kind of globby, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's getting on all the wires, damn it. Well, it is Harbor Freight, so we don't want to exceed the quality. And this thing, I'm going to try just like a dot here. that glue is hot, by the way. Don't do that. Peel away the excess. Doesn't have to look perfect, but hey, it's not falling off anymore. So we fixed that. That's got a lot of glue strings. It's not solidified yet. Okay. Still kind of wonk. But it'll do after it sits for a while. I just kind of want it to... Maybe we'll just put a little bit more schmeg on there while we're at it. Okay, we'll call that good. I think that's it. I even got out a new glue stick, which I didn't end up needing. So there was just enough glue. And we have successfully, wow, we even gained a volt. That's brilliant. So this will become part of the information panel, and I hope to one day bring that to you. Like I said, there's another part to that project which isn't going to happen until the summer. And then the other one, if I even implement it, will be much later on than that. So I don't know if or when that's coming, but you can probably maybe see about looking forward to that sometime in the future. Strain relief worked. Glue's dry. That wire ain't going anywhere. Perfect. A perfect modification. Excellent. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and it was indeed easy as 1, 2, 3. Anyway, thanks once again, and take care.